What's going on with my fellow folks? You already know this is a beta male police indeed, Mr. AKA Live Free. I want to talk about the stay at home moms. We all know that the divorce rate regarding stay at home moms is 20% or more. So, more than likely, they are a very high risk when it comes to divorce. Now, I have a couple of clips here, and there are some women that is stay-at-home moms demanding 200K a year, 10 grand a month. And also we have stay-at-home moms that absolutely hate their role. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and play this first clip and talk about it. Let's go.
I do every year. I check Salary.com to see what it would cost to replace her duties in the home. You can't replace her, but her duties. Are you ready for this? This is the short summary. This past year, a stay-at-home mom would earn more than $200,000 annually. And then there's bonuses put on that if you check other boxes in this.
With a messed up head and a busy day doing deep cleaning in my home, I just want to tell every mother out there, give yourself a pat on the fucking back. You hear me? Yes, I'm doing it with 16, 12 at home, but I don't give a damn if you have one. That didn't dictate how many kids you had. It dictated that a mom, house duties pat yourself on the back. I do not think that we give ourselves enough credit. Take the finances out of it, take the profit, take the money out of it, whatever he was speaking on, take that out of it. I just want you guys to just let that sit in and understand that you are doing an amazing job, because ain't nobody giving you that 200K, right? Ain't nobody giving you and checking marking those bonuses. So you are doing an amazing.
Now, if anybody heard that, there are still single moms that's very entitled. And like I said on every video that I mention, it is never enough. It will be never enough for a female to be happy in a generation of time. And I'm not really sure why men continually to enable this. That's why I always say, live free. No cohabitation, no kids, no wife, no relationship. Just living your life and only using them for one thing, sex. That is incredibly disrespectful to any man that give you the benefit and the opportunity to not work. All the bills are paid. You have one job. Stay at home, take care of the kids, cook and clean, make sure the house clean. That's it. And all of a sudden, a lot of these females are complaining about working, complaining about being a single mom. Nothing is never enough for them. Dear men, you better keep your freedom, because if you don't, you're going to regret that forever. Now, let me get to this next clip here. And this is a woman that it says $1,000 a month to be a stay-at-home mom. Let's hear what she have to say. Without further ado, let's go.
Oh, nothing. Just sitting here waiting to see if my husband takes me up on my offer of paying me $10,000 a month to stay home, because this will be my first day back to work after having Halo. And I'm just seeing if he's gonna go ahead and text me back before I go in, because it needs to be equivalent to how much I would actually be making monthly. Sure. Okay, because last call, I'm just waiting for him to say, no, don't do. Before I get, I thought I had a message. Shit, I think I'm gonna have to do it. I'm waiting. Is he? I see him typing. I see 3 dots. And then he keeps stopping. I'm up to negotiate. 950. That's as low as I'm gonna go.
Now there you have it there with a little skit. And like I said before, there is no more love. There's no more commitment. It's all about money. Everything is about money. When a female decides to lay up with a guy, now all of a sudden they want $10,000 a month for it. Everything is money driven. That's all it is. So if you were expecting to have a comfortable life with your spouse or your kids or even your wife, hey, you should turn around right now. You should live the life that you want to live. Now, if you want to go ahead and test the waters, hey, don't worry, man. My channel will still be up. Now we got this next clip here. We got another clip. And I want to talk about this clip because not only I can't blame the females, I also have to blame the men that's enabling this type of behavior. Now, this clip right here, it says, how much should I make for my wife to be a stay-at-home mom? Let's hear him out. Let's go.
I'm a financial coach, and in one of my coaching sessions, one of my couples asked, how much do one of their partners need to make in order for the other partner to stay at home? And this was an incredibly great question. And the reason it was a good question was because, the number that they threw out there, was pretty high. And surprisingly enough, I actually told them that, I think they said that they needed to make like $200,000. So she made $100,000 and he made $100,000. So replacing her full salary would be enough for her to stay at home. But the thing was, and I recognized this pretty early, as I said that, hey, that could be the case, but you're looking at the wrong thing. Right now, you're looking at your income, but really what you should be focusing on is your expenses. I told them the way to look at this is, yes, of course, you need to make income, but if your expenses are down, if you all can focus on getting your expenses down to where it's like one person that you're paying for, then that's when you need to retire. So I think monthly, their total expenses were about $6,500 a month. It was a little bit on the pricier side, and that included credit card debt, student loans, and a variety of different things such as that. So I told them, make a plan on first getting that down to about 50% less than what it is. And then that's when you need to know, and that's when you'll know when you can retire. I tell people this all the time. You can make $1 million, but if you're paying out $1 million in expenses, realistically, you make $0. And that's just the truth of things. Always focus on your expenses first. Make sure your expenses are low. And then you can be financially independent. You can retire. You can do pretty much whatever you want to do as long as your expenses don't exceed your incoming income. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think.
The truth of the matter is, I think men should stay kid free. I think men should not get married anymore. I think men should just live a single life and just use females as what they are, and that's sex. Even with all this information, with all these gurus, financial advisors, marriage counselors, therapists, nothing will never work. Everything is not enough when it comes to the woman. Now, I say this to say this. If you decide that you found a soulmate, if you decide that you want to marry a woman, have kids, build a legacy, go ahead and do it. Nobody's stopping you. But in today's society, in this market, in this economy, hey, good luck to you. So let's go ahead and get over to the females that stating that they don't like to be stay-at-home moms. Now, there's females that hate being stay-at-home moms. There's also females that think they deserve $200K a year just by doing the simplest things, the simplest chores. Also, you got females that just don't want to work at all, don't want to do anything. Just want a man to provide for everything, and they still get divorced. How ironic is that? Now let's get over to this clip here. It says, 5 things I hate about being a stay-at-home mom. Without further ado, let's hear out. Let's go.
Hey beauties, so I've been a stay-at-home mom for going on 3 months. Let's talk about the 5 things that I absolutely hate about this newfound position of mine. 1, feeling like I have all the time in the world and not enough time at all at the same time. It's kind of driving me crazy because I can't fathom the understanding behind it, but that's how I feel. Two, feeling unfulfilled and unaccomplished every day. Three, finding any excuse to get dressed, get cute, do my makeup, do my hair is a struggle. I have been wearing house clothes and house dresses for weeks. My hair hasn't been done. I haven't even gone shopping for anything new. It's becoming a serious problem. Four, feeling completely useless when financial situations come up in our household. Coming from someone who has always been able to help financially to not being able to do anything is really stressing me out. Five, coming to terms with the fact that my life has become extremely mundane. I do the same things day in, day out, no brainstorming, no troubleshooting, no thought process needed. My interaction is predominantly with children, and
Now, before I continue on to this video, I know a lot of people going to have some input and thoughts about this woman. Now, let me tell you something. Yes, she do look like Wesley Snipes from Demolition Man. Yes, she do look like Bullrog from Street Fighter. And yes, she do look like Dowser from Street Fighter. But let me tell you something really quick before I get back to this video. Men these days are so desperate, they just want something to have and hold on to at night. And um, all of these questions and steps and things that you don't like all comes down to you choose this lifestyle. So now you are trying to convey people or females that's also stay-at-home moms to agree with all of these things that's going on with your life. Let's go ahead and continue on and hear what you got to say. Let's go.
it's kind of boring and driving me crazy. I say all this simply because I know it's difficult for stay-at-home moms, homemakers, and no one really understands what we go through until we are going through it. I thought this would be a simple transition, but someone who has worked her whole life into not having anything to offer other than being a mother is a bit depressing. But in hindsight, I do appreciate the ability that my man has given me to be able to stay home with our kids every day because I love the heck out of my babies. Bye.
She do the like Arsenio Hall from Coming to America, but at least she has some type of decency to at least be a stay-at-home mom to take care of the kids, even though she has a brutal list step by step. I get our woman some props. So let's get over to this one right here. We got Brett Favre, and he's gonna say the truth about stay-at-home moms. All right, well, let's hear the truth. Let's go.
My wife, I don't want her working. Babe, do you really want to work? What do you want out of life? She says, I just want to be a housewife. And I'm, well, in so many words. And I'm like, good. Because that's what I like.
Someone has to raise the kids.
Exactly. Someone has to be home to freaking handle business,
That's
dude.
a whole different responsibility.
It's a huge responsibility, and it's a lot of work. And I think most people underestimate and underappreciate their housewife. And it sounds like, oh, she's just a housewife. Just a housewife? Like, dude, a housewife, 9 times out of 10, is the one running shit.
Oh, yeah.
They're just smart enough to keep it quiet and let the man out there making all the dough think he's running shit.
All right, there you have it. So this man is his only intentions is to make his wife a stay-at-home mom. And my question is this: even if you make your wife or you make your spouse a stay-at-home mom or a housewife, why is it the fact that they are the 20% out of the 60 or 70% of divorces are stay-at-home moms? Why is that? I don't know. That just kind of baffled me there. But like I said before, men enable this. If you want to stay free and live free, if you don't want to become the clock that's ticking and ready to take all your resources, ready for you to keep crying like Tyrese, you need to stay single. You need to protect yourself and your assets, because even a stay-at-home mom can take away everything that you earn within court. Now, I got a couple of clips here. Here's another one. Another lady here. So it says, I hated being a stay-at-home mom. My thoughts on going from a working mom to stay-at-home mom. Let's hear this out. Let's go.
I went from being a working mom to a stay-at-home mom about a year ago, and for the first 6 to 9 months, I absolutely hated it. For context, I have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. At the time, they were 6 months and 3.5. I have a lot of guilt about it. You don't need to make me feel guilty, and I'm not here to tell you that being a working mom is harder than being a stay-at-home mom or vice versa. We ain't gonna have that battle because it's all hard. But here's what I will tell you. If you are not treating being a stay-at-home parent like a job, you may find that you fall into the cycle that I was in, the roller coaster of emotions, anxious, depressed, alone. And in full transparency, I felt very unfulfilled. I felt like I had lost my life's purpose, which is crazy, right? Because your children are supposed to be your purpose, so why was I feeling that way? When I started treating it like a job, and I'm gonna go through a whole series on the things that I did, it got so much better. To the point where I'm not going back to work in the fall as we originally planned. Tip number 1, I talk about this all the time, get ready every single day. And the way you get ready is gonna be different than the way I get ready. I do light makeup, I put a little outfit on. I also get the kids ready every day. I'm just ready to leave the house, which we'll talk about next in part 2.
And it is never enough. No matter what you do in this lifetime, it will never be enough for anybody. That's why it's so important to keep yourself distance from any type of court systems, family court, just courtrooms in general. Stay away from them. And like I said before, the channel is only the prevention team. You can do anything that you want to do. You can believe it, or you can go out there and achieve it. But when you go in these courtrooms, you will achieve it. All right, last but not least, here's another stay-at-home mom that said, I hate being a stay-at-home mom. Let's hear why. Let's go.
Nobody talks about how mentally exhausting it is being a stay-at-home mom with no income and having to depend on your partner. And don't get me wrong, like, my husband, he gives me what I want, but at the same time, with this economy, like, it's hard, you know, and you never really get time for yourself. People think because you're a stay-at-home mom, you just sit around all day and you have time for yourself. I don't. I have 2-year-old twins and a 6-year-old. When I tell you I'm tired, you guys, like, I am so tired for so many reasons. I'm tired of being alone. I'm tired of being needed all day, every day, not getting any type of time for myself. I'm tired of being broke. I'm tired of being in debt. I'm tired of I'm just tired. I'm tired of being tired.
So if your man is giving you everything that you need, what is the issue? And how are you still in debt when you don't have to pay for anything? If he's taking care of the house, the bills, all of the utilities, what is the issue? And also she stated that she is tired of being alone by herself. Now, let's just say this. We give this woman an opportunity to go outside, to go clubbing, to go to the bars, to work a 9 to 5. Those same women are going to say, I want to be a stay-at-home mom. I want to be a housewife. I do not want to work. I am tired of the streets. I am tired of other men. I'm tired of sleeping around. I want to settle down. Now put your foot in a different perspective of the stay-at-home mom. I'm tired of being broke. I need to get out the house. I am depressed. I need to take my medication. I want other men's validation. I want to look cute for other men. See, and this is why I tell you, always stay single, always stay free. And 2 words that I got to say before I get up out here. Live free. With that being said, this is the Beta Male Police. I appreciate everybody for reaching out, but it ain't shit else we got to speak about. Y'all take care, man. Peace.